The alternative would be to download the app and follow this process to check in there. The cool thing about it is that during our regular 1 million Cups Wednesdays, we'll be able to connect with presenters and follow up and give them feedback even after the event. So, what we can expect from us today. We're going to start with a warm welcome from our organizing team, and then we'll be connecting for a little while. And we will be inviting our guests, Debbie and Celestina, to lead with aliveness and meditation sessions. Mode. We want to ground ourselves together and and just interacting with each other. We have this programming in order to inspire and educate entrepreneurs and individuals that are curious. They want to learn about innovation and apply their creativity skills to take ideas off the ground. So, and we have programming to do that. So, thank you everybody for joining. Super happy with the 1 Million Cups organizing team for today's session and for the whole year that we have been organizing this meeting. So thank you, Adriana. Sure. Is Daniela on the call or Catherine? Would you like to introduce yourself? Yes, for sure. My name is Catherine Sattini. I'm working in Leia Center. I'm very proud to be part of this team. It's a great experience. I like how everyone, like the community comes together and how everyone wants to help each other. So I'm very proud of being part of a movement like that. I work as an outreach coordinator and specifying in the 1 Million Cups event. So I'm very happy. This is my first event. Organizing my first event, so I hope everything goes smooth. At the beginning, it didn't, but hopefully we'll end strong. Thank you, Catherine. And thanks for holding down the fort in this technical virtual realm. Eileen, you're up next. Do you want to say a few words to the group?
Hi, everyone. Good morning. Just echoing everyone that's super excited and grateful to be part of this team and to be in community with everyone. I am the Associate Director for Venture Cafe Miami. We're a nonprofit organization, been around for 4.5 years. I'm sure like 99% of you have been to one of our Thursday gatherings that's held at CIC Miami or potentially virtually. And yeah, super excited to be here. Not sure if I needed to say anything else. I had to join a little bit late because I had a call earlier. So.
You're great. Thank you.
All right. We are
excited to see you here. Miriam?
You unmuted yourself.
Hey there. Good morning, everyone. It's great to be here with you all. My name's Miriam Dorset. I'm the Miami Community Organizer for Product Hunt and also on the organizing committee for 1 Million Cups Miami. And I'm really excited to be here.
Thank you.
You muted yourself.
Ryan and then Julian.
Hi, everybody. My name's Ryan Hall. I'm super happy and grateful to be here with everyone. Of course, super grateful for the rest of the 1 Million Cups organizing team. I am the founder of Black Valley Digital, a marketing and education company based out of Miami, but currently I'm in super cold Ocala, freezing my butt off in bed. So I can't wait to hear all the wonderful, lovely things that everyone else in the community is grateful for, because with everything that's happened this year, there's definitely tons of stuff for us to be grateful for. So I'd love to just hear more from the community later on today. And thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Ryan. Stay warm out there. Julian?
Hi, everyone. Good morning. My name is Julian O'Neill. I'm the founder of Nihil Creative House. I am a designer and creative director working with purpose-driven organizations. I'm also a career builder, and I do that through 3 different initiatives. Of course, this one, Women of Miami, and also Freelance Business Week, and a new community that we're launching that is called the Freelancer Skill. So yeah, I'm very happy to be here, and I'll leave my information on the chat in case you want to connect.
Awesome. Thank you. Christina.
Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Christina Doneta. I am the program manager for Boston College's Swim Lab. I imagine many of you are familiar with the program, but for those of you that don't know Swim Lab, we are an accelerator program for female founders. We have had a presence in Miami for almost 5 years, and with COVID and things, as we all know, we have gone digital. So we're now servicing and working with founders all over the country and some abroad. So that has been really, really exciting and something that I've been grateful for this time, getting to work with other people. I think that's it. There isn't anything else left.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you. So folks, when you see us here on these calls on regular Wednesdays, or see an email from us, you know you can put a face to the name or to the email address. As I said earlier, I'm Leina. I'm the Senior Manager of Culture and Strategy at Radical Partners. We are a social impact accelerator. So what that means is that we invest in leaders, engage locals, grow ventures, and design innovative solutions to collectively make communities stronger. And what I love about being part of 1 Million Cups is that the work to support entrepreneurs doesn't start or stop just at the presentation or these gatherings. We work with entrepreneurs to present their ideas in a way that makes it easy for people to understand, and we coach them throughout the process and make sure that they get the connections that they need to really make an impact with their work. So now that you know all of us, we'd love to learn a little bit more about each of you here today. So we're going to spend a little time connecting, and we'll do that in a sort of a guided way. There's nothing too different from our standard Wednesday morning connecting over coffee, except we want to make this round a little more interactive and hear from everyone on the call. So many thanks to Eileen. We're going to jump onto another platform called Padlet for this round. She's set up this virtual space for us, which we're super excited for you to use and see how you'll want to leverage it for your own gatherings too. If you're open to getting click into the link that we're going to share in the chat to follow along on your screen and fill out your response.
This call is now being recorded.
That I'm going to be sharing.
And of course, there's also no need to do that if you don't want to. If you want to stay here in the screen with us, that's totally fine. I'm going to be sharing my screen and just be adding your responses as we go through it. The idea is that we're going to all be adding to our wall of wins so that we can celebrate each other. I would love for someone to start us off. I think actually that simple isn't adding here. So feel free to answer any of the questions or all of them together, but I would love for you to introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about your participation in 1 Million Cups. If it's your first time here, I would love to hear that as well so we can welcome you and cheer you on. So we'll be sharing some books, movies, podcasts for getting through the year. Celebrate wins. Tell us how you beat 2020. And if you have any tips for entrepreneurs from entrepreneurs. I see you all went back to mute, so I'm going to echo Gustavo and ask you all to unmute yourselves. And we can just have the conversation.
And for those that are just joining, the link is on the chat. I'm going to put it again in case you need to have access. So yeah, feel free to go ahead and unmute yourself and share why that book or the don't forget to put also the what you're celebrating. We just see 2 comments there. Hey, take a moment to think about it.
Hey guys, I'll share. I've started this thing where at the end of the day, I try to read because I have difficulty disconnecting. Like I've got like 3 phones, I've got all my computers, we're home all day, my home office, and I'm always just like inspired to work on my business, luckily, and also it's kind of a challenge sometimes because I just work all the time. But I started, trying to read before bed, and it really has helped a lot with my sleep. Also, this year I started taking like a CBN, which is like kind of like CBD, but it's different. So just let me know if you have problems with sleeping, and I'll tell you all about that as well. But the latest book I'm reading, which I'm really enjoying, is Peter Thiel's, who's he was the founder of PayPal. 0 to 1, and he wrote it in 2017, and it's really interesting to read this book about how to build the future. So he's writing in 2017 how startups should be thinking about building their brands in the future. And what I'm finding really interesting about it is, like, obviously he did not predict the pandemic, in the book. And also he didn't predict like Black Lives Matter being a thing. And so there's a lot of information I feel like is missing from here. But also a lot of the stuff that he says is really valuable. So I've been enjoying reading it. And then podcast wise, I really like to watch the Innovation City podcast. They feature a lot of people here in Miami. The Big Idea Box is really good. And then this year I started listening to a new podcast called The Way, which is like stories of families that are like non-traditional families, like not just like a mom and a dad and 2 kids. So that's me.
You muted yourself. Oh, Maria, thank you. I'm seeing here that someone launched a new company. That is super exciting. Who is that? Who did that? Actually, that's me. It's super loud at my house right now, so I'm trying to keep with the mute. But yeah, we launched our company. We had planned to launch it in April anyway, so we went forward with the plan and launched the company. So yeah, it's been great. Awesome! Congratulations! It's huge. Thank you so much. Here's Justin.
Will you mind introducing yourself and what's the company about, just for everybody to have understanding?
Yeah, for sure. And I love this exercise. I was at this event last year, and I thought it was really, really awesome the way you guys put it together. So I was really happy to be here. So I'm the founder of Approvely, and we're a fintech company in Miami who specializes in online payments and detecting fraud and helping businesses sometimes that are considered more risky or high risk. So we process online sales for companies that fall into that category.
Awesome. Thank you.
Someone hasn't gone to McDonald's in the whole year so far. Congratulations.
That's me. I'm trying to keep it that way. But yeah, I'm so proud of myself because $5 chicken McNuggets, 20 pieces, it was my sweet spot. But yeah, I haven't got to McDonald's all year, so I'm celebrating that.
That is very tempting. Someone got better at public speaking. I'm curious to hear how they went about that.
They have to do a mini speech.
Let's hear it. Don't make us doubt public speaking. Okay. Can you hear me? Yes, we can hear you. Yes, it was me, Alejandra. Oh. Yeah, actually it was Gustavo who helped me. Yes, I was part of the Focus Mujeres Emprendedoras cohort. So we had to do a lot of that. Yes, get over your fears and do your thing.
Ale, can you introduce yourself and the company and talk a little bit about that?
Yes. Well, I'm Alejandra Copeland. I'm the founder of OK Yes. What we do is we teach new founders how to get better in telling their story for their business so they can launch their grants or recruit people for their companies. So what we do is it's a combination of lessons and consulting that little by little teach you how to write, how to communicate, transitional elements, and, all those things that make a story more engaging, just not flat slideshow, So that's more or less it, getting that story out there in a way that's engaging and that's memorable. That's awesome. We might link you on here when we have presentations in the future. We can send folks your way. I would love that because I see this so often where you have a beautiful idea, but just a flat presentation or just so big words or rigid structures. It's like, there's so much more there, Definitely. That's so great. Cool. Thank you for doing that. Thank you. So happy to be here this morning. We are too. Thank you. I'm looking here a little bit of who else we can celebrate. Someone posted their first request on Nextdoor and received a reply. I'm sure there's a story behind that. I'm super curious to hear about that.
Hi, this is Charlotte O'Connell. I've been working with Gustavo and with Julio on trying to get different ideas launched, and I finally settled on one. And I have, even though I'm really noisy, I have a lot of trouble asking for help, and so putting it out there felt really uncomfortable. And right away, someone replied and said that their 8th grader would help me, and that's great because I don't know my target market yet. We've been working on this, and I think I know what it is, but it's hard to get to that very early, who's going to be your first person. So that was me, and I got a reply, so that was pretty exciting and scary.
Cool, Charlotte. Points for putting yourself there in a little of your comfort zone. I don't know who posted this gift on here, but it is perfect for the occasion. I'm curious to hear a little bit more about your initiative. Charlotte?
Oh, yeah? Sorry, was that for me?
Yeah, you shared a little bit that you're starting something new. Will you tell us a little bit more?
Sure. I'm developing a vocabulary learning app, and it's based on a slot machine game, so most of us are pretty literate, and it's really prefix, root, suffix, it's Latin based. And I had done some research before. If you know pieces together. Some of those words are huge, you know, but if you understood each part of it, then you know exactly what that pathology is. So anyway, I'm hoping to make it a game. I don't know how to gamify it. If anybody out there is a developer, I have a beginning of an MVP that's not really working, and I would look for help with the tech part, the coding of this. So anyway, it's called Latin Lingo. So thanks.
Awesome. That's like a giant cheat code to the language, to many languages actually. So that's really exciting. I'm excited to see where you go with it, and I'm sure that you'll get tons of support. So keep putting yourself out there.
Thanks Gustavo, and thanks Julio.
You unmuted yourself.
Charlotte, I'm going to drop a link into the chat, Charlotte, for the Florida Game Developers Association. They are amazing, and you can present at their meetup that they do 2 times a month. They welcome presenters, and it's a bunch of gamers who might have some great ideas for you. They had some ideas for me to gamify one of my projects.
You muted yourself.
You're going to put that in the chat? Did you say you're going to put that in the chat?
Yes, I believe so.
Yes, I'll add it on there.
Great, thanks. That's very cool. Thank you, that's great.
I like seeing these connections happen. So, a couple of tips from folks. We have a couple saying it's okay to say no, and it's okay to hear no, which I think is a huge lesson. Learning to lean into the uncomfortable, prioritizing, investing time in yourself. I'd love to hear a little bit from folks who've been sharing these responses. I'm sure there was a huge life lesson behind these comments.
Feel free to unmute yourself. Sometimes we start speaking and we don't realize that the mute button is on, and we are like going and speaking and the mute button is there. It happens a lot of times to me. So if you want to please share, just unmute yourself and go ahead and share some of your lessons that you learned during 2020.
Hello, everyone. I would like to go next, if that's okay.
Of course.
Thank you, Gisette. Hi, my name is Juan Sebastian. I am the founder of Faxis. It's a meditation podcast, mainly focused in Spanish. I used to work at the Lab Miami, and that's where I started all of my journey. Hello. With the meditation and the entrepreneurial community. And this year, because of obvious reasons, the pandemic exchanged at the lab, so I'm no longer working there since August. And ever since I started this podcast project, mainly with the intention of really focusing on the Spanish-speaking community, I feel like this whole subject is really starting to take a big strike on the underlying community. So I always wanted to use my voice. I've been always super nervous to speak in public, and then along the way I've been working on that. And I wanted to join the Padlet, but I joined from my iPad, and I really I'm learning how to maneuver the whole system. And something that I learned this year is really being resilient, right? It's a topic that we've seen around for many times. I had the pleasure to go to India at the beginning of the year to this city called Ardaville. It's in the southern part of India, and it's like a utopic city. They have their own economic system and their own government. It's a little different. And something that really struck me there is that they're building this whole utopic society based on values and quality. So right now I'm actually doing a training. It's called Radical Transformational Leadership by Monica Sharma. She's been with the UN for about 20 plus years. And so what they're really doing is this work in which encourage leaders to start building their companies and their projects from the foundation of values and qualities, right? So learning that has been really the opportunity to sort of like question a lot of things. When I was at the lab, I realized that this entrepreneurial fire here in Miami is like really igniting harder and harder each time per se. Um, Although I noticed that there was some sort of like lack of purpose, whether people knew it or people didn't know it, and so something that I'm really inspired about is really continue to work with taxis, not only as a meditation platform, but also to facilitate people the opportunity to define what their purpose is, right? If they're going to be investing time and energy into projects, especially entrepreneurs, to me, it's really motivating to help individuals not to find the purpose, because I feel like based on what I'm sure, when you say like, oh, have you found your purpose? It's like, oh my goodness, where is it? What if I don't find this? The anxiety, right? And it's like, no, it's not something that you find. It's something that you define. We all have some qualities. We all have gifts that we've been given since we were born here. And once we tap into that, we can really define that. How do we contribute to the greater good? How do we, with whatever we're doing, we make a better world? And I think that this year has been that opportunity to really question that again. How can we really help each other? It's not just about me. It's not just about my company. It's not just about my big exit. It's about how can I contribute to a greater good. So that is something that I've been working on this year. First time being an entrepreneur, and I realized how tough it is. It's really no joke. But with that said, I'm super motivated again and super inspired and super grateful to be here. Very thankful to all of the people that have made me part of this. Really, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. And I'm looking forward to guide you all on a love and kindness meditation so we can spread all the love and all the goodness that we can. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sebastian. Thank you. I super appreciate you being here. We're excited to hear a little bit more from you a bit later. And you can really see from all the different participants that we have here in the room that there's so much commitment to support entrepreneurship growth in Miami, and every one of you is important in creating this community. So you can find a community in us. And Kathleen, I'll kick it over to you.
Yeah, thank you very much for everyone that has the courage to go and speak. I know it's sometimes uncomfortable, but it's good that we take the risk and speak up. So we're proud to have our next guest, Debbie Benson. She's going to guide our next segment. Debbie is certified biogenetic and mind-body coach who believes in the strong connection between the body, mind, and emotion. So she has developed a great idea that is called a mind-body method called aliveness. I actually got the chance to know her through our program at Focus, and I think it was a great idea, and she's a person with a lot of passion. So I'm glad that she came today with us and share her experience. So please meet Debbie Benstein.
Yay! Thank you. You guys gonna be just so Debbie. Thank you very much. I'm very excited to be here, and I really appreciate this opportunity. We're gonna do something very different, and really, what I would love is for you to give this gift to yourself. Okay, so we're gonna move, we're gonna breathe, and well, one of the things is that if you are using, headphones, and if you have a different way of listening without the headphones, we're gonna move. If they are not wireless, please just find a way to be able to move, and we are going to need a pillow. So if you don't have a pillow or a cushion close to you, just go ahead and grab it. I'll wait. If everybody have one, I want to see it. I'm going to bring mine. So I want to see all of your cushions and pillows. Okay, great. Great, great. Okay, so good morning and welcome to Aliveness Experience. I am Debbie Weinstein, and what we're going to experience today is the power of releasing. This has been a really hard year for us, with a lot of uncertainties, a lot of stress, anxiety. All of us that we are in this entrepreneurial world, not knowing what's going to happen. For some of us, this has been an opportunity. For some, it has been really hard. So all the emotions that we have when we are under stress and that we are not allowing ourselves to release it is trapped in our bodies. And when it is trapped in our bodies, the vitality energy that we have inside cannot move freely. So what we're going to experience today is how powerful is to release that energy, how powerful it is to release the emotions that we have. Emotions like anger, maybe, like fear, those kind of emotions that we are not used to talk about, to show, because we have been trained only to show the good emotions, to say in a way. So this is the opportunity to have fun while connecting. And I invite you to really give yourself the opportunity to experience this creative way to work with your body, things that you're going to learn. It's a glimpse of what aliveness, mind, and body work is, which is my I don't even know if it's a business, because it's my life, to provide this experience so you can feel aliveness. And aliveness is the joy of being alive. It's the joy of breathing. It's the joy of connecting with yourself. It's the joy of feeling, even when we feel something that we don't like. But by feeling it, we feel alive. So I'm going to try in only 20 minutes to give you that experience and to share it. So the only thing you have to do is to have the intention of connecting, the intention of releasing, and to trust your body. Your body knows more than your head. So just trust your body and let's have some fun, okay? So please, I will ask you, all of you, to stand up. We're going to make some noise. So if there are other people around, just tell them that it's going to be fine and that they can join us, okay? But please, express yourself and enjoy expressing yourself. Okay. So the first things we're going to do, we're going to stand up in a grounding position. A grounding position is a way of being here and now, being in contact with our floor. So by doing this, we're going to have our legs spread, let's say, shoulders apart, okay? And we're going to bend our knees a little bit, so we can feel like really the floor is supporting us and that we can feel the floor. If you have socks, I invite you to take off the socks so you can feel the floor, the contact with the floor, okay? So let's start by connecting with our breathing. And by connecting is just being aware of how I am breathing right now. So just, let's feel how the air is coming in and how the air is coming out. How am I breathing right now? Without judging, just observing. What moves when I breathe? Do I feel my breathing now that is deep? Or more superficial? How is for me this morning, right now, to take the air inside of my body, and how is to take it out? Just give yourself a few seconds to check. And also check if you are able to feel your breathing, or if you are too way in your head and it's hard for you to connect with your breathing. Okay, so we're going to start tapping with one hand, strong, like strong tapping. It's like we're going to wake up our body. Okay, it's like wake up, come on, wake up. And do it that it sounds, it's some tapping all over the body, all over the body. Tapping, 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 tapping. That's it, Julio. Tapping, tapping the legs, the feet, el culito, everything. Come on, it's like we're waking up, waking up, waking up. Also the head, the face. I'm here today, this morning. And we can start practicing using our voice. Just play with it. It's like Okay. And check how it feels. How it feels after, a few tappings. Feel the energy. Feel how it starts moving inside of your body. Just by waking it up. Okay? So now, we're going to start bending our knees. Okay? And we're going to start shaking. And I invite you to connect, to shake out all the things that you don't want to still carrying right now. Okay? It's like taking it out of your body. And do it strongly. Do it strongly. Just imagine that you could take out of, from your arms, from your hands, everything that you don't want anymore. Even if it's not possible, but just play with it. And connect. What I don't want to keep holding. What I don't want to keep, fighting against. And use your voice. Play with your voice. Shaking it all off, out. And we're going to do it for 1 more minute. So forget about the camera, forget about the group. Just close your eyes and follow your body. And try to use your voice, at least a little bit. Give voice to your body. Okay, we're going to stop very slowly. Let's close our eyes. Remember, our knees are a little bit bent. Start feeling your body. is bothering you the most right now in your life? What is stressing you? What are you feeling right now?
Oh my God. This is so funny.
Guys, this calls have been for everyone.
Llama atrás porque hay que...
Andreina, let's do a conference call on the phone.
Stress release.
Sorry about that, Debbie.
No, wow.
It seems like no, they definitely hacked the call. So
Yeah, but you know what? Yeah.
we'll call you later. Sorry, Debbie.
Thank you for rejoining us.
Remove that Matthias guy.
Yeah, we're gonna